to the home of Original Sports Perspective, or at least the truck anyway. From our couch to yours, it's your couch rider Raven saying, hey man, we probably can't do a show tonight, and that's my fault. I was handling some church business, and things took a little bit long, and I owed that time back to my family, and I apologize to each of y'all, because y'all deserve it. Y'all deserve the show. Y'all deserve to hear the explanations of why we are 0-2, and it's really Daniel Faalele. That should be just the show right there, because that's basically what it was. We had some tough matchups when it came to facing really good wide receivers, and they kind of got outmatched. Let's just be honest. Devontae went to work. He went back to vintage Devontae and put a hard helmet on, and this man put in that work. There's no reason that we should be looking at our heads down on this. I mean, John Harbaugh needs to pull his head out of his butt and stop having this nepotism little thing going on with Daniel Faalele, who must be marrying his daughter or something. I'm not sure what's going on there, but it is kind of weird to watch bad offensive line play get rewarded with more playing time and being told that Ben Cleveland isn't good enough. Usually, I'm not the one that defends Ben Cleveland. It is Cam Root that normally defends Ben Cleveland. So it's kind of weird to see that go down. But I'm out here defending him. I want to see big changes to the whole right side, because Pat Mekari, I really have never been a fan of Pat Mekari as far as at the right tackle position or at center. Y'all know how I feel about him at center. I can't stand him at center. But he's a pretty good guard. If they were to kick him on the inside, I'd be fine with it. But I'd prefer Ben Cleveland. Mainly because of grip strength. This dude can actually, he can hold his own in the run game. He is going to stick to his box. He is going to get to that second level and make that punishing blow that these guys won't be able to recover from. Daniel Faalele has good push initially, but after that he's just trash, and you can see that he was a full-on saloon door going into this game, and you can see he was letting people get to Lamar. Lamar didn't have that awareness and that good quick step. Lamar would have got sacked more than twice that game, and it would have been more than just by Max Crosby, because of the fact that Lamar was able to see like his right guard sucks, and I think he needs to come out there and say, hey, my right guard really is absolute dog water. Y'all need to give me a new right guard. A quarterback needs to speak up and say, hey, give me the chess pieces I need to be successful, and I cannot survive under this line. That's what it's really all about tonight. But of course, if we're looking forward, we need to look forward into the next game, and that is against them boys who just got mollywopped by the New Orleans Saints in their house. So this is a hungry team who wants they lick back, and y'all heard me say that before. They want they lick back because of the fact they got mollywopped. They got beat extremely bad, so bad that my stepfather was ready to fight one of my sister's best friends at a restaurant, and I don't know if it was really going to go down, but he was pretty pissed. He was hot, y'all. He was extremely hot. Who we got here tonight? Delicious was good, man. He said they started Daniel Faalele one more time. I'm gonna be so pissed. And Harbs is really, is it really the team? Harbs is the team. What is it? Harbs is really the team. Okay, and you're right. And then Lisa says, I'm rather ticked on being 0-2. How do we stop Dak Prescott? Well, I think we have the formula there. I mean, we saw with Uncle Rico, because we just can't seem to beat Uncle Rico, but we definitely can sack the heck out of Uncle Rico. I think if we rattle Dak Prescott with the amount of pressure that they were applying to Uncle Rico, because Oweh is in his bag right now. I know he's only got 2.5 sacks right now, but I mean, Ojabo's got one already. We got a few cats that got some sacks. We got 7 sacks for the team total within 2 weeks. I think this is the game where this defensive line can really come to play and make it difficult on that side, and then make it easy on the back end for our boys in coverage right there, so Marlowe can have a decent game instead of getting roasted up like he did. I'm sorry, Brooke. It happened. You know what I'm talking about, Brooke. This truly happened. It's not my fault that Marlowe got toe up, and on plays that Devontae dropped past, he cooked the heck out of Marlowe. I mean, let's just call it what it is. And Stevens gave up a lot as well. You could see on those plays that Stevens gave up a lot more, but I think Devontae gave up just as much. Not Devontae, but Marlowe gave up just as much But the thing is Devontae dropped them passes. He dropped 2 big passes. One, I think, could have been for a touchdown, and another one could have went for big. I think it was on pick plays, but the rest didn't call it. But he dropped those passes outright. Our corners definitely got to do a little bit better. It's going to be nice to see Nate Wiggins come back. That's going to be great to see. And it's just going to be great to see us team go down to Dallas and hopefully play as a team. Hopefully can pull it together and play the full 4 quarters. Last thing we need to be is the team that was from 2022, when we were giving up 10-point leads on a regular because we just couldn't hold it down for the squad. It's very frustrating and deflating for a team to sit here and be up in the 4th quarter by 10 points multiple games. And I think we've had it more out of any team out there. I think we got it 4 games where we've had 4th quarter leads and we've given it up. It's something else. Obviously, what else you got here? He says had a better game than Stevens. Okay. He said it wasn't bad for Devontae. He cooked Stevens. Yeah, he definitely cooked Stevens. And let's talk about that tight end though too. Remember, I was telling y'all across the middle of the field, we need to figure out how we're going to shore up the defense when it comes to going across the middle. So I'm gonna get up out of this darkness right quick so I can give you some light here, but I can't be on too long because of the fact that I owe some time to my family. It's just like I said, church stuff was wilding today, but I'm glad it got taken care of, and I feel like we developed some good relationships today. But anyway, so Brooks says, but nobody made posts dragging Stevens, just Marlo, bullying that man on Twitter and everything. His podcast co-host is even taking heat. Well, if you notice, Brandon Stevens don't have a podcast, so he's not getting dragged as much because they feel like that Marlo is taking more time for his podcast and preparation than he is for his craft. That's where they feel like Marlo is. I'm not saying it's true. I'm just saying that that's what they're saying about the dude. All right, says Michael's going to be a problem. Yeah, Michael is going to be a problem, but at the same time, like, what are we doing to stop it? What are they doing to counter it? We knew Max was going to be a problem. We knew Max is one of the better players in the NFL. So what are we doing to counter it? Lisa says the refs hate us. We didn't get any calls. I think we had 111 yards and penalties. That could be a problem. I think the refs do hate us. There's a certain amount of hate in their system right now that they just letting all in and we're suffering for it. And then Brooks says, but Marlo can't have a life. No, Marlo cannot have a life. He need to get back to his craft. The dude is, I don't know if he's almost 30 or if he is 30, but we need a corner that's going to be out there handling business, locking cash down, and let us handle the podcast stuff. We'll handle that stuff. All right. We can all handle this. We got plenty of podcasts out there on the Ravens. Marlo don't need no daggone life on the podcast. Let him go back to work. I know other teams out there got guys who do podcasts. They have brothers that actually do the podcast together. That's them. They up. They grinding. They winning. We 0-2. Let's call it what it is. Brooks says, I don't agree with that. Everybody can't be all work all the time. Yeah, he can go be home, go do you, but to be out in front of the world, for everyone to hear your voice and what you got to say in the media every single week, and then you got to go on the field to prove that, that's a lot of pressure, Brooke. That is a lot of pressure. Imagine if I sit here and talk trash on this show every day of the week and then had to go out there and back my talk up in front of millions and millions of people to let them know, hey, I'm about that. Y'all say yeah to Cameron.
Hey, Dad. So, we heard you pull up, and we're waiting for you for prayer.
Okay. All right, y'all. I told y'all I owe that time back. I got to go give it back. And this is the home original sports perspective from our couch to yours. I appreciate you. We're not 0-2 because of Marlon. We're 0-2 because of it's a team loss. And I got to do prayer. Love y'all. Take care. Give me 2 claps. And I got to figure out how to shut the show off. I'm kidding. Y'all take care. 2 claps. Fade to black. Peace.